We need money, Arvie.
But I'm already working on our full release, Subject 55 wishlist now on Steam.
Yeah, but that's gonna take like 30 years for Subject 55 wishlist now on Steam to come out. We need something now. Why don't we monetize one of the browser games?
Or we actually could do that, but which one do we choose?
Or let's see here. How about Boat Bear?
Or yeah, that's a simple, casual, endless game. That one could work. All right, little guy, go out there and you bring us back that ad revenue.
I'm so proud of our son.
So about three years ago. Holy shit, Boat Bear came out 3 years ago. Bob, am I getting old?
You're a straight up granny.
You're like a year older than me. Now in all my 20 years, I've made many games, but none quite like Boat Bear. Mostly because that game's linked to a lot of my childhood trauma. Now I actually did try to send this game out to platforms years ago, but it kind of got rejected almost everywhere. Now at the time I was doing game dev for fun, so I wasn't pressed about it, but adulthood has its ways of bringing out motivation.
Yeah, I'd like hold up. $12.
Even though my actual dream is making full experiences that people actually like instead of, cash grab slop browser games. Honestly, quite the downgrade. I'm still going to keep working on Subject 55 though. I mean, nobody can stop me there. But I want to see if browser games is my chance to at least try and get my foot in the door as a full-time game dev.
Well, keeping some of our dignity, you at least don't need an AI to make the games. Which the AI thing is something I've noticed from a lot of these other browser game quote-unquote developers. Using the word developer very loosely there.
Or yeah, I suppose that's true. Just because we're making cash grab slop doesn't mean it actually has to be slop. We have fallen off so hard. I already kind of feel like I don't want to do this. Now to get this game ready for platforms, first thing I needed to change is the main menu. For starters, there's this slightly long load-in when you click play, which isn't like game ruining, but I swapped it out with this tap to jump button, or click to jump on PC, and now you just, tap to jump and the game starts. Kind of similar to like the Chrome Dinosaur game, or like Flappy Bird. It's a small change, but makes starting the game much more intuitive.
Out here saying words like intuitive, like you don't function on 2 brain cells.
Look, Bob. It makes me feel big brain okay. Now, next thing I wanted to add to this game is different bears. So I got to drawing some alternate bears with all the main species, starting with the classic grizzly, then I made the panda and also a polar bear, and of course, the most well-known species of bear, space. I also added this costumes menu where you can see what bears you've unlocked, and since some platforms required a rewarded ads feature, I decided to have it to where you can also just watch an ad to instant unlock all the bears. Originally, I was just gonna have it to where if you die, you can watch an ad to keep going, but I felt like that kind of ruined the design of the game,
Arvie, it's a jumping game about a bear in a boat. It's not that deep.
It is to me. And now that this game has finally been updated, we are finally ready to send our little boat bear back into the world to go collect ad revenue.
There he goes, out into the world.
Yeah, we should probably just focus on making full release games. So in my pursuit to turn browser games into a revenue source, I got rejected from basically all the major platforms.
This is honestly crazy, considering how much AI slop gets accepted on platforms like those.
Yeah, in truth, I really didn't want to affiliate with a lot of those sites anyways. I just didn't like working with them. I did get accepted onto like 2 real niche platforms, making my browser game revenue a whopping 32 cents. So now my total game dev revenue over the years between itch.io and this little venture is $3.32. Also thank you to the anonymous guy who tipped $3 towards drinking booze.
We'll buy that Frappuccino someday.
So what we learned? Well, AI slop is everywhere, and I hate it. But as to my experience with this little venture, I actually don't think I'm going to pursue monetized browser games any further. Not because I got rejected, because I can always submit another game, try again, if I wanted to. But I would say that my real issue with this was that I did it with the sole motivation of revenue, and it wasn't something I really wanted to do. It felt a lot more like I was like forcing myself to do it. Or when I think back to my goals when I first started game dev, back when I was like 13 and I still had hope in my eyes, it was to make games that people are actually going to enjoy and remember, and making cash grab slop just isn't gonna take me closer to that goal. Are you crying?
It's just, that was so beautiful, man. Now where's my Frappuccino?